Well, welcome back, everyone. We have Bart and Jennifer Mills, our local movie reviewers, and today we're going to be doing a review of a family movie that people can watch at home. It's a family switch. So welcome, Bart and Jennifer.
Thank you.
Good morning.
All right, so give us what you know. Give us your knowledge on this family movie.
All right, so Jennifer Garner is married to Ed Helms, who most people know from The Office, and they and their two kids go to the museum for this, what do you call it?
Astrological thing.
It's basically like an eclipse.
Doesn't matter.
And during this eclipse, they switch bodies. Like, Jennifer Garner goes into her daughter's body and Ed Helms goes into the son's body. And it's and then hijinks ensue because there's all kinds of things that they need to be doing in their lives that they couldn't be doing if they were the mom or dad, So yeah, it's a family comedy and it's very, very Christmassy.
Yeah, well, I know that it's based on that, what it was, a 2010 children's book. It's called like Bedtime for Mommy or something. Or
Oh, we did not know that.
I didn't know that. It would be a little creepy if we were reading children's books at this point live, but yeah, I mean, it's, really it's based on Freaky Friday and 13 Going on 30 and Switched and Freaky and all the other movies that came before it. It's a body switch movie, which is an entire genre of flicks these days.
Yeah, I started, I'll admit, I did start this movie, but I didn't, I didn't
you fell asleep.
This movie. It really wasn't my choice of movie that I really wanted to watch at the time, but I do see this could be a fun movie for the kids, the young kids with their mom and dad, and getting around the couch and popping some popcorn and just enjoying a fun family movie.
This is the target for this kind of movie. And these things are out there. There's a lot of them in the world. I mean, Hallmark has a sort of, they own the sort of Christmas romance, but the kids' Christmas music or movie is a challenge because there's not a lot of them. There's some good ones, Elf, obviously, and some of the others, but there's not a ton of them that everybody can watch. And I think that's what this is targeting. I would argue that it is more aimed at the children than it is at mom and dad. I mean, I'm happy to sit through Elf with my kids, but this one was a bit of a drag for mom and dad. But if you've got 7, 8, 9-year-olds, they are going to crack up at this. There's scatological humor. There's car chases. There's a lot of childish humor, which really falls into my wheelhouse most of the time. But in this case, it fell a little flat.
All right. So I will say, that Rotten Tomatoes, again, our favorite website, they gave it a 42% approval rating. So not quite half.
Right.
Yeah, I rarely agree with them, but that's about right. I mean, it falls in the middle. This is a movie that is targeted very specifically at kids, and it probably not. If you're sitting at home with your cats and a Budweiser, you're probably not going to dig it as much.
All right. So when the kids are home from like the holiday vacations, and you want to give them something to do, let them sit down, quit making so much noise, then maybe they could watch this movie. Of course, the family switch. So Jennifer Garner, I do like her. How was she in the movie? Was she good?
Yeah, she was very good for what she was given to do. She was underutilized because I love Jennifer Garner and she's a great actress, but yeah.
Yeah, if you really want to see her in a family-friendly movie, go watch Yes Day. That was out a couple of years ago, and that was fun. Yeah. Or, go watch 13 Going on 30 if you want to see her body swap. She's kind of the queen of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, so now that we're talking about, what we thought of the movie and whatnot, if you were a kid and you wanted to watch this movie, you got to put yourself in the mind frame of a kid. Would you give this movie a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or a thumbs sideways?
I'd give it a thumbs up if I was a kid. I think kids would enjoy it and they would think it was funny.
Yeah, same here. I think there's, like I said, there's enough, sort of childish humor in here, and it's kinetic. It's very busy, and I think children like that more than I do at this point. So I think if I was a 9-year-old, I'd be all in.
All right. Well, Bart and Jennifer Mills, our local movie reviewers, doing the family switch today. So thank you so much for joining us again.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Well, don't go away. We have more when we return.